What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another week of the Plus Money Sports Betting Podcast. My name is Q. You can follow me on all socials at Bets by Q. And of course, this podcast is brought to you by Black Sheep Betting, where it is a dog's world. There are a few links in the description, one for the VIP. That's just where I drop all of my official plays. It is designed for disciplined bettors, those who have consistent unit sizes, those who are looking for month-over-month profitability. It's not a place for parlays or 10K challenges or ladder plays or, lottery tickets, all those sorts of things. It is a place where value trumps volume. Okay, so whether you're new to betting or you're just looking for a consistent capper to follow, that is where you will find my official place. All right, the second link is going to be for the free Discord chat. It is hosted by my friend Will from the Double Fault Tennis Podcast. It is a place to hang out, share bets, celebrate wins, cope with the losses. We are closing in on 1,000 members right now, building a winning community over there in the Discord. Come join. It's absolutely free. We talk sports 24/7, 365, every hour of every single day. You will usually find me in the tennis channel late at night or early in the morning, especially now as we move into the Australian Open starting this Friday. All right, let's start with the recap because, man, what a weekend. I mean, we had Indiana minus 3.5. They win by 30 against Oregon. Are you kidding me? I know I said this felt like a team of destiny. I thought it might be a little bit closer, but no. First play of the game is a pick six. Like, just what a feeling it was to be on that side and to be in that city. We cash Indiana minus 3.5, easy money, and we still have the Indiana College Football Playoff Championship future at plus 130, alive and well, which is huge. And here is why it's huge. I said the door was going to be closed on this number, all right? They have opened up as minus 360 favorites over Miami in the championship game. The door is closed officially, like we said was going to happen after the Oregon game. So if you didn't get in before, you cannot get in now. That's why we played it when we did, which makes this better for when we are going to cap this game later. We don't even have to touch the Indiana side at all. We can find some like Charlie Becker player props, some Mendoza player props, maybe a total or something like that. But this comes in handy for one simple reason. It becomes a simple hedge if we want. All right. Well, you could literally take Miami money line at plus 265, not even watch the game, guarantee yourself some units. All you have to do is the math. And a hedge for a half unit makes total sense here. All right. Now, we didn't talk NFL over the weekend simply because, they fell on the weekend. So the podcast is Monday through Friday. But are you not entertained? Great games all weekend from the college level to the professional level. Carolina nearly pulls off an upset against the Rams. Bears win an absolute thriller, down 18 and come all the way back and walk it off. Of course, Josh Allen put his cape on and willed my Bills to victory. And then that's just because that's what superheroes do, all right? Josh Allen is the best quarterback on the planet. I won't take any slander. I'm not accepting it. Look, we'll let the plays speak for themselves, but and I guess the nightcap to top it off, the Patriots absolutely dominated Justin Herbert, who now has only 2 touchdowns passes in his playoff career. Funky stuff. The playoffs are undefeated, man. Pure chaos, pure energy, pure entertainment. And for the VIP, obviously I give out plays in the NFL in the VIP, but we did great once again. And obviously the Discord is free, still active, still popping. So if you're listening right now and you're not in either of those, you're missing out, okay? But let's get into today's plays for the podcast. Look, Texans versus Steelers at Heinz Field. Is it called Heinz Field still? I don't know. But Houston doesn't always win pretty, okay? Coming into this postseason, they are laying -3 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. But the Texans have been one of the hottest football teams in the league right now. They have they have ripped off 9 straight wins, and it really started back with a 36-29 comeback versus Jacksonville. I think Davis Mills was playing that game, and then obviously you get C.J. Stroud back in Week 13, and you look at the schedule down the stretch, it wasn't really that difficult. They beat the Colts twice, a Patrick Mahomes-less Chiefs, the Cardinals, the Raiders, the Chargers. It's not murderer's row by any means, but the important part, I think, is how they played. From Week 13 on, Houston, they had a drop back EPA per play, 0.142. That ranked 9th in the NFL. So when this offense is operating even at a good level, Houston becomes a tough out just because their defense is absolutely suffocating. And defensively, I think quietly graded out is one of the best units in football. In terms of EPA per plays allowed, only Seattle was better. Houston was right there, though. Just elite defense against the run, even better. They ranked 3rd in rush EPA per plays allowed. And then their pass defense was ridiculous, too. 1st in drop back EPA per plays allowed. So when you stack that up, it's hard to picture Pittsburgh really moving the ball consistently. But on the Steelers side, I mean, Aaron Rodgers has had a few moments this year of his own, but overall, Pittsburgh wasn't anything super special offensively. They finished 18th in EPA per play allowed, nothing explosive. Very vanilla kind of scheme, but that's the type of offense that DeMeco Ryans should be able to prepare for pretty comfortably for the Texans. But here's why I have to just pause on everything and say, I don't know if laying the 3 points with the Texans here is just a walk in the park, okay? There's a real world where the Texans don't have to score a lot here, like, 17 to, 20 points, probably enough to cover. Because I don't see Pittsburgh lighting up this defense. I really don't. But in a game where the total is 38.5 outdoors, the home team is catching points, I think we have to look at this and say, how much do we trust the Texans offense to back them on the spread? It's not like Pittsburgh has an elite defense. Even with some of the big names that they have, the Steelers, they finished 19th in EPA per play allowed, and their secondary was the weakness, okay? This secondary can get blown up. So, Nico Collins props, probably not a bad bet. It's definitely burnable. And Stroud is one of those guys who can absolutely hit the deep ball when he sees the matchup. But when I think about this game, I have to think, and you've been hearing it all week, it's the trend of all trends, okay? The Steelers have been ridiculous at home on Monday Night Football. 23 straight home wins on Monday Night Football, 11-0 on Monday Night Football under Tomlin. People are going to definitely use that as a reason to grab the Steelers, and I think I'm people today, all right? Also, we look at historically number 4 seeds. They've been slightly undervalued over the last 20 seasons. 4 seeds in the last 20 seasons, they are 24-14 straight up, 24-12-2 against the spread. And then the number 4 seed in AFC has been a strong home bet historically as well. So if you're looking for, some wiggle room here, uh, I understand the argument for the Steelers +3, and I'm going to take it, especially since the playoffs, they often come down to one-score games, one little mistake. I think at the end of the day, we just saw a bunch of close finishes, okay? Every game, with the exception of the demolition of the Chargers yesterday by the Patriots, every game that we've seen this weekend has been one-score games, okay? I think if the Steelers can avoid turnovers here, which is very hard to do against this Texans team, I think that they can hang inside the number in a low-scoring game. I'm going to take the Steelers +3 against the Texans for 1 unit, all right? I also think that part of me playing this is the fact that look, maybe I'm a little biased because I grew up in the Aaron Rodgers era, but I mean, I think I trust Aaron Rodgers more than I trust CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud kind of started the season very awkwardly, but, Aaron Rodgers, he's been showing glimpses of 2020 Aaron Rodgers. So I think the Steelers can keep this within the number. Give me the Steelers +3 for 1 unit. I'm also going to take the under 38.5. It is playable, in my opinion, to 37.5. Look, in what's projected to be a low-scoring game, and with a low spread, it's going to be cold in Pittsburgh, okay? 38 points. I mean, this could be a 17-14 game, easily. This could be a 10-7 game. 23-17, I think, gets us there. 23-17 doesn't necessarily do it either, but I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Somebody pulls away late. Hopefully it's the Steelers, and they keep it within those 3 points, and the game goes over. My guess is 20-17 Steelers. Final answer. All right? Okay, so 1 unit on the Steelers +3, 1 unit on the under 38.5. Don't worry, I think that one is playable to 37.5. Anything below that, I don't think it's worth playing, okay? You don't want to take the Steelers at +2.5 either if that number gets there. But definitely Steelers on the spread +3 and the under 38.5. All right, I got one more play for you here today. I'm going to flip over to the NHL. I'm keeping it simple tonight, all right? Lightning versus Flyers. I'm taking Tampa Bay on the puck line -1.5. Tampa is absolutely on one right now. They have won 9 straight games. If they win again tonight, that would make it 10 in a row, which would tie one of the longest winning streaks in their franchise's history. They've only had 2 10-game win streaks before and just 1 11-game win streak. So we're talking about a historically hot stretch right now, okay? And it gets even crazier because a win tonight would give head coach John Cooper his 600th career win behind the bench. That's a milestone game. You know Tampa's going to want to show up focused for him. And they're feeling it anyways. I mean, during this win streak, they've been blowing teams away. They've outscored opponents 46-24 over the last 9. And we literally just watched them smash the Flyers 7-2 48 hours ago. And honestly, not much has changed in those 48 hours, okay? So the biggest difference here is still going to be the same. Nikita Kucherov, he is in full demon mode right now. He's had 8 straight multi-point games. There's no value on it. So, like, if you're thinking, I mean, maybe you bet him to score a goal here. He probably does at +150. But him to get 2 points is only like +115, +120. So, not the best value. It's not really what I'm looking for. But yeah, he's recorded a point in at least 1 point in every single one of these nine games that they've won in a row. So over the streak, he's got 9 goals, 14 assists. And against Philly on Saturday, he dropped 4 points, 2 goals, 2 assists. Philly simply just doesn't have an answer. for him right now, okay? Meanwhile, the Flyers, they're wrapping up this homestand. They've been okay, nothing special, 1-1-1 in their last 3 at home. And then after getting punched in the mouth 7-2, you got to face the same team again. When Tampa is rolling like this, that's not a spot that they want to be in. I think that they just want to show up, get this game over with, go home and reset as they prepare to travel on the road for the next 3 or 4 games. So here's the key for me. Tampa, they're not just winning these games. They are covering during this 9-game win streak. They've covered the puck line in 7 of the 9 wins. So when they win, they tend to win with a lot of separation. So I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Lightning -1.5 on the puck line, plus 180 for 1 unit. I'm playing the plus money, okay? Tampa, they're a better team. They're hotter. They've already proven that they can blow Philly out. Give me the puck line, 1 unit plus 180. Lock it in. I will see you at the counter when it cashes. Okay, 3 plays on the board today to start the week. 3 units in play. We were on the Steelers +3 against the Texans. It's -110 on most books. Shop around. You might be able to find a better number and a better price. We are also on the under 38.5 in the Texans-Steelers game. Playable to 37.5, but nothing below that for 1 unit. Again, that line is -105 to -110. So again, shop around so you can find a better price there. And then, of course, we're on the Lightning against the Philadelphia Flyers, -1.5 on the puck line. So Tampa Bay, -1.5 on the puck line, plus 180 for 1 unit. All right, good luck tonight. I'll be back here tomorrow with more plus money plays from around the sports world. As always, my name is Q from Black Sheep Betting, and I hope each and every one of you hit each and every one of your bets. Peace.